Love bombing explained, why it feels so real and so dangerous. Have you ever met someone who seemed too good to be true and then later realized they actually were? They texted you constantly. They said things like, "I've never felt this way before," after just a few days. Maybe they even talked about your future together right away. At first it felt amazing, like a movie, like fate, but then something shifted. What you might have experienced is called love bombing, and today we're breaking down why it feels so real and why it's so easy to fall for. What is love bombing? Love bombing is when someone overwhelms you with excessive attention, affection, and validation, especially at the very beginning of a relationship. We're talking about constant compliments, non-stop texting or calling, and grand romantic gestures early on. Now here's the tricky part. Not all intense connections are unhealthy. The difference is pace and intent. Healthy relationships grow steadily. Love bombing feels like being launched into emotional overdrive before real trust is even built. Why it feels so real? So why does it feel so convincing? There are a few powerful psychological reasons. It taps into your emotional needs. Everyone wants to feel seen, valued, and chosen. Love bombing delivers all of that instantly. It can feel like, this person finally understands me. Dopamine overload. All that attention triggers your brain's reward system. It's literally like a chemical high, similar to addiction. So when they text you, you feel amazing. When they pull back, you feel anxious. And that emotional roller coaster bonds you even more. It creates a false sense of intimacy. Deep conversations, constant contact, big promises, it feels like closeness. But real intimacy takes time. Love bombing simulates it, without the foundation. It mirrors your desires. A lot of love bombers are very good at reading people. They reflect your values, your dreams, your personality. It feels like, wow, we're exactly the same. But often, it's more performance than authenticity. What happens after? Here's where things usually change. After the intense beginning, the person may pull back suddenly, become distant or inconsistent, and start criticizing or controlling you. This shift can be confusing and painful, because now you're chasing the version of them you met in the beginning. And that's the hook. You think, if I just try harder, we can get back to how it was. But that early intensity wasn't sustainable or real. Signs to watch for. So how do you spot love bombing early? Look for too much, too soon, pressure to commit quickly, over-the-top declarations early on, feeling overwhelmed instead of comfortable, your boundaries being ignored or rushed. A good rule, if it feels like a fairy tale sprint instead of a steady connection, pause. Love bombing works because it feels like love. But real love doesn't rush, overwhelm, or confuse you. It builds, it respects your pace, and it feels safe, not addictive. If you've experienced this, you're not naive, you're human, and the more you understand it, the easier it becomes to recognize the difference between intensity and genuine connection. If this helped you, share it with someone who might need to hear it too. Subscribe for more videos on relationships, psychology, and emotional awareness.